दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तत्त्वकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। Now we will recite Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 3 times together. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskrityam naro chaiva narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatim Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtaprayeshu. Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone for today's Sunday Feast program. Next week is Ram Navami, and then is Hanuman Jayanti, and then coming April month there is an appearance of Sita Mata. So we thought we will start with some of the topics from Ramayana, and we will discuss the various pastimes of Lord Ramchandra. From various scriptures, there are Lord Ramchandra's pastimes are described in Ramayana. Then there is another scripture called Sri Ramcharitmanas, written by Sri Tulsidas. Ramayana is written by Maharishi Valmiki ji. Ramcharitmanas written by Sri Tulsidas. And Srimad Bhagavatam also, there is a description of Lord Ramchandra's pastimes in 9th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, Valmiki ji wrote Ramayana even before Lord Ramchandra appeared on the planet, actually, and even before in this Yuga cycle. Every Yuga cycle, when the Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga, again Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga. Every cycle, Lord Ramchandra appears and he performs his pastimes. But the pastimes changes in various Kal Chakra, other types, pastimes of Lord Ramchandra are different. So, when Sri Tulsidas wrote Ramayana, Ramchandraji had already appeared and performed his pastimes. So, some of the pastimes which we find in Maharishi Valmiki's, in Ramcharitmanas, we will not find those pastimes in Ramayana by Valmiki ji. Like for example, Kevat Prasanga. Kevat Prasanga is found in Ramcharitmanas by Sri Tulsidas, but you won't find that in Valmiki Ramayana, because the Kevat Prasanga happened in this Kal Chakra. That did not happen before that. So Sri Tulsidas is considered to be the another incarnation of Maharishi Valmiki, and Valmiki wrote Ramayana in Sanskrit, while Tulsidas ji wrote Ramayana in a language called as Awadh language or Awadhi Bhasha. So it's different than the Sanskrit language. And Tulsidas ji compiled very beautiful verses which are called as Chaupai, and they compose, they're part of Sri Ramcharitmanas. So Ramcharitmanas has various pastimes of Lord Ramachandra, and today we will talk about two of the important pastimes of Lord Ramachandra. One is Ahalya and second is Shabari. So everybody knows about Ahalya. Ahalya is a very famous story, right? Ahalya was wife of a Rishi called as Gautam Rishi. So Ahalya was originally daughter of Brahmaji, and Ahalya was very, very beautiful. She was so beautiful that even the Devatas wanted to marry her. So when Ahalya was about to be married, all the Devatas were lined up to marriage. So then it was decided that one who goes around the universe, Pradakshina, does the Pradakshina and comes first, he will be the person who will marry the Ahalya. So all the Devatas, Indra was highly interested. Indra is everywhere, right? So Indra, Surya, Chandra, Rahu, Ketu, all the Devatas, everybody was interested. Devatas, not Devis. So they were interested and they were going around. And at that time, Gautam Rishi also came to know about the beauty of Ahalya. And she was so beautiful that even Rishi Muni got attracted. So he also decided to participate in this ceremony of competition, winning Ahalya. Now, Gautam Rishi was very intelligent. So he had a Shaligram Shila. Everybody knows Shaligram? Shaligram is the form of Vishnu appeared in the form of a stone. Right? We talked about Shaligram's pastime when there was a Tulsi Viva. Right? We'll talk about it again sometimes if time permits. Gautam Rishi was worshipping Shaligram Shila. So he did the pradakshina around Shaligram Shila and went to Brahmaji and said, I finished my universal pradakshina. And Brahmaji appreciated that because Shaligram is nothing but the universe itself. Lord Vishnu is nothing but the universe whole, or more than universe. So then he got married to Ahalya. Now, Gautam Rishi was a very strict Rishi, so his routine was also fixed up. Every day in the morning he used to get up like 3:30 or so, even before the sunrise, and then he goes to take the bath in the Ganges water, and then he comes back and does his morning sadhana, which is meditating upon Lord's holy name and reading the scriptures and then performing pujas. So that was the fixed up pastime of Gautam Rishi. Now, Indra had this in mind that he lost Ahalya, and Indra always wanted to marry and enjoy Ahalya. So one day he could not control himself. So he decided a plan. There's 6 enemies within the mind. They are there within all of us. I think we talked about it last time, right? And it is there even in the Devatas also. So, because the mind is everywhere. Everybody has a mind, right? But the Devatas have a mind. Animals have a mind. Insect have a mind, and human also have a mind. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that where there is a mind, these 6 enemies always come on their side. Every mind has these 6 enemies. Which are those? Kam, Krodh, Mad, Moha, Matsarya, and Ahankar. So this lust or greed or it existed in the Indra's mind also, and Indra could not control it. Only and only if we are surrendered to Vishnu or Krishna in true sense, then only we can control the 6 enemies. Otherwise, these 6 enemies are there within all of us. And these 6 enemies are the cause of our progress or destruction. Progress, destruction.
Destruction of its enemies.
Right? They are enemies, they are going to destroy all of us. And we know that, right? If we are envious of someone, we know that it's not going to work for us. If we are lusty or greedy, or if we are thinking something bad about someone, then it's not going to work for us. If you are angry, anger is also one of the enemy, right? So what happens? It destroys. So anger also does not suit a devotee. The devotee is above all the 6 qualities. So when Indra could not overcome this enemy within him, which is the lust, he decided that he will go to Gautam Muni's ashram in a different form. So one day, just before the sunrise, he took a form of a cock, and one who makes the noise when the early before the sunrise, alarm, kukure, like that. So he took first the form of the cock, and then he made that sound. So as soon as that sound came, Gautam Rishi thought that it is early in the morning, but it was actually 2 o'clock, not even the early morning. So by that, Gautam Rishi woke up and he thought that it is morning time, because that time there was no watch or anything like that. So he went to take the shower. Now as soon as Gautam Rishi went to take the shower, Indra again changed his form. And now he took the form exactly like Gautam Rishi. And as soon as Gautam Rishi went to take shower, in the form of Gautam Rishi, Indra went inside Gautam Rishi's ashram. And when Ahalya was surprised. She did not know that Gautam Rishi would come back so early. So she immediately asked that, how come you just went and you came back? But Indra somehow or other convinced her, and he spent time with Ahalya. Now, Gautam Rishi, after taking his shower, when he came back, still the sunrise was not there. So he thought that there is something wrong here. This is usually by the time he comes back, the sun usually appears and then it offers his Gayatri and all the sacrifices. But the sun was still not there. So he thought there is something wrong today. And as soon as he came, he saw a person similar to his face, his body, exactly like him, leaving his house. So Gautam Rishi was surprised and he stopped him immediately. As soon as he stopped him, Indra took his original form. And he started fearing, he got scared now that Gautam Rishi will not spare him now. And as soon as Gautam Rishi and Indra faced each other, Gautam Rishi asked him the questions that, why did you enter my house in my form? And then he cursed him that throughout the life you will remain without any children. He cursed that. At the same time, Ahalya came outside and she was also surprised to see a person who was in the form of Gautam Rishi entered her house and spent time with her. So Ahalya was shocked. She was so much shocked that she could not speak anything. And Gautam Rishi was asking her the question that, tell me, did you know who this person is? How did he enter your house? And he was shouting at her because Gautam Rishi was very angry. But Ahalya was so much shocked that she could not talk or speak a single word. When she could not speak a single word, Gautam Rishi in the anger cursed her. What did he curse her? Because that as you are standing like a stone and your heart has become like a stone, you are not even talking to me. So let you become the stone. So that's how Gautam Rishi cursed Ahalya. So Ahalya then asked for forgiveness. She said, "This is not my mistake. I was not even knowing that this person who entered my house is not you." So then Gautam Rishi said that when Lord Ramachandra will come in the Treta Yuga, with the dust Charanaraj of Ramachandra, you will be delivered. So then Ahalya became a stone. Now, next week is Lord Ramachandra's appearance day, and we are going to talk about how the Lord Ramachandra appeared and what are the reasons and what is the pastime of Lord Ramachandra's appearance. But after Lord Ramachandra appeared and he was being trained in the various military art by Vashishta Muni, Ram and Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughna, all of them were very nicely trained. Vishwamitra Muni was performing big fire sacrifice every time. Now at that time, Ravan was very powerful. And Ravan, Kumbhakarna, they had got a boon. Right? What was the boon to Ravan? What was the boon to Ravan? By Brahmaji. Brahmaji says that you cannot be killed by. He asked the boon from Brahma. That you cannot be killed by anyone except. He said monkeys and humans. Just leave them apart. I cannot be killed by anyone else. I can deal with the monkeys and humans. We thought that monkeys and humans can be killed very easily. So he said, give me a boon that I cannot be killed by anyone else except monkeys and humans. He thought that monkeys and humans are insignificant in front of the power of Ravan. So that's why Lord Ramachandra had to appear in the form of a human being to kill Ravan, right? So at that time, Ravan had also knowledge that whenever a Brahmin or a devotee performs the sacrifice, by performing sacrifice, yajna, he gains the power, the strength. And that is how Ravan got the strength. Ravan got the strength by yajna, sacrifice. He did tapasya for so many years. So Ravan decided that nobody will be allowed to do any sacrifice ever. So every time any Rishi Muni used to do sacrifice, Ravan will go and send his demons to destroy that sacrifice. You get my point? Why he did not allow sacrifice to happen? Because he did not want anybody to get any boon or blessing from Brahma, Vishnu or Mahesh. That's why he did that. Right? So whenever Vishwamitra Muni, who was great Rishi, he also wanted to please Vishnu. But whenever he wanted to do the sacrifice, Tarka, Marich, all these demons used to come and disturb his sacrifices. Now Vishwamitra Muni knew because of his meditation and because of his bhakti that Lord Vishnu has appeared as Rama in the house of Dashrath. So he decided that he will go and ask Ram and Lakshman self to kill all his demons who are destroying his sacrifice. So Vishwamitra Muni went to Dashrath house, to the palace, and he requested Dashrath Raja that please let me take your two sons, Ram and Lakshman, with me. But Vishwamitra said, you can take everything else, but leave mine. He said, I can come with you, but why do you want to take my sons with me? But Vishwamitra said, no. If you want to give, you just give me Ram and Lakshman. So not to displease a guest or a sadhu, he gave his two sons to Vishwamitra. And then Ram and Lakshman were taught special mantras by Vishwamitra, and then they killed Tarka, spared Marich, because Marich is going to help Lord Ramachandra in the further pastimes. When Ravan is going to abduct Sita, Marich is going to come there. So that's why he just threw him from here, Dandakaranya to across the ocean. Like that. And so Vishwamitra finished all the sacrifices, and then Vishwamitra got invitation from Maharaj Janak that there is a Dhanusha Yagna. What is the Dhanusha Yagna? That whosoever puts the Pratyancha on the Shiva Dhanusha will marry Janaki or Sita. So Vishwamitra Muni showed this invitation card to Ram and Lakshmana and said, let's go for the marriage ceremony, Dhanusha Yagna sacrifice. So when they were going, at that time this Ahalya Leela or deliverance of Ayodhya happened. So in the Ramcharitmanas there is a beautiful verse. Says, तब मुनि सादर कहा बुझाई चरित एक प्रभु देख ही जाई धनुष्य यज्ञ मुनि रघुकुल नाथा हर्ष चले मुनि बर के साथा आश्रम एक दीक मग माही खग मृग जीव जंतु तहनाई पूछा मुनि ही सिला प्रभु देखी सकल कथा मुनि कहा विशेष. So as they were going in the ashram, a jungle, through jungle they were going towards Janakpuri, where Maharaj Janak is ruling. And at that time, Ramachandraji saw one ashram. Ashram is a hut, made up of straw. So Ramachandraji saw that the hut was there in a place where there was not a single living entity. So it says, Khagamruga Jiva Jantu Tahanahi. There was not even an insect there. There was not any deer, no rabbits, no animals, no Jiva Jantu, nothing was there. And this hut was in the middle of nowhere. So Ramachandraji was surprised and he asked his guru, Vishwamitra, that Pucha Muni Sila Prabhudeki. And then he saw that in front of the ashram there was a Shila, stone, which was like a woman shape. So, Pucha Muni Sila Prabhudeki Sakal Katha Muni Kaha Vishesi. So, then he asked his guru a question that why this is the ashram in the middle of nowhere. There is not a single insect here, no Jeev, Jantu, no Pakshi, no Prani. And how come this stone Shila is here? Can you please explain? Now, Ramachandraji, do you think Ramachandraji did not know this? You think so? But why did he ask his guru? Because he wanted to set a precedence as a human being. Ramachandraji is Vishnu appeared in the form of a human form. So how to respect the Guru, how to approach the Guru. So you say, now it was Ramachandraji's time to deliver Ahalya, but he did not step away the Guru's position. So he asked Guru, can you please explain me what is this? And at that time, Gautam Nari Shrapa Pasupala Deha Dhari Dhir Charana Kamala Vichahati Kripa Karu Raghubir. So Gautam Rishi said, Vishwamitra Muni said to Ramachandraji that Gautama Nari, he said all the Leela, all the pastime, how Gautam Rishi cursed Ahalya. And he said, this stone is nothing but Gautam's wife Ahalya. Shrapabas Upala Dehi, having assumed the form of a stone, Charana Kamala Raja Chahati Kripa Karu Raghubir. Then he said, now, after telling all the pastime of Ahalya, then Vishwamitra said, now Raghubir, Raja Raghubir. This is the first time in Ramcharitmanas Raghubir Shabda has been used at this point in this shloka by Tulsidas. Raghubir. Ramchandraji's another name is Raghu. You know why he is called Raghu?
Raghu dynasty.
Raghu. Why he is called Raghu? Why Raghuvanshari Tachada Chaliyai Pran Jai Par Vachan Na Jai. So why Raghubir. He is called as Raghubir. Why is called Raghubir?
Great king. His name was Raghu in his dynasty.
Right.
He's named after Raghu.
But why Raghu? Is Raghu greater than Ramchandra?
No. He was
great.
Yeah. But from his dynasty.
Right.
He was so great that.
So, King Raghu was the ancestor of Ramchandra's dynasty. What he's saying is correct. And Raja Raghu was very great. He, as an emperor, as a king, he used to rule everyone very nicely, and he was the greatest devotee of Lord Vishnu. There was nobody as wonderfully devoted king as Raja Raghu, and that is why the entire dynasty, even before Raja Raghu and after Raja Raghu, all are called Raghu Vansha. And then, as Ramchandra appeared in that Raghu Vansha, is called as Raghubir. And this is how first time Tulsidas ji is using Raghubir word for Lord Ramchandra here. And he says, now Charana Kamalarad Chahati Kripa Karu Raghubir. So he is Ramchandra ji, please now you do mercy on the Ahalya. Why do? Because Ahalya is wanting Charana Raj, dust of your lotus feet. You know, Lord Ramchandra ji's charan, dust is, how powerful is that dust? It can convert a stone into a human. So why this stone analogy is there? Because our heart is also made up of stone. All our heart is like a stone. We ask people that, can you please come to the temple? Heart is like a stone. They don't want to come. We ask them, can you please chant holy name? Heart is like a stone. Don't want to chant the holy name, right? We can forget everything. We can't forget everything, but only thing we can forget is chanting the holy name. We can't forget eating. Can you forget your eating probably? You remember it as soon as 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you want food, right? You forget your sleep. No, you forget watching movie or checking emails on Facebook page or WhatsApp. We check every, there is nothing but we check the WhatsApp every 5 minutes. So, we can't forget anything, but what we can forget? Only we can forget which we don't have to forget. What is that? Holy name. So, Ramchandraji's Raj is so powerful. Ramchandraji's name is so powerful that it can convert the stone into a human. The same is with Valmiki. Valmiki his heart was like a stone. He was killing animals left, right, and center. Valya, when he was before converted by Narad Muni into a great rishi or devotee, he was a hunter. And he was cheating others and taking away, robbing others. But then, with Ram Naam, what happened? His heart melted actually. And as soon as his heart melted, he became a great devotee. So, Ram Naam or Ram Mahamantra is so powerful that it can melt the heart of the people who are stone-hearted. People around us are stone-hearted. People don't care for each other nowadays. Right? Okay, मुझे ये बोला मैं तुझे दो बोलूँगा. You don't have a tolerance limit. So here, the Ramchandraji's name and his dust is so powerful that it can convert our heart into a pure thing. So then, here further in the shloka, Parsad Pad Pavan Sukha Savan Pragat Bhayi Tap Punja Sahi Dekhat Raghunayak Jan Sukhdayak Sarmukha Hoi Kar Jod Rahi Ati Prema Jeera Pulak Sarira Mukh Nahi Avra Bachan Kahi Ati Saya Bar Bagi Charan Nahi Lagi Jugal Nayak Jaldar Bhayi. So here, as soon as the Ahalya was converted from stone into a human being, she was very, very happy. And she stood before him with the folded hands and her heart being overwhelmed with love, and she started crying. Jugalamana Dharabahi. She seeing Ramachandraji standing in front of her. After so many thousands and thousands of years, she was in the form of a stone. She was waiting for Ramachandraji to come. Ahalya, even though she was in the form of stone, she was meditating upon Ramachandra. That one day Ram will come and deliver me. In the form of a stone. She was meditating upon Ramji. That Ramji, when are you going to come and deliver me? And as soon as Ramachandra came and saw and touched Ahalya's stone, Ahalya got up and she folded her hands and started crying. That is called as love. When we see Krishna, when we see beautiful form of Krishna or Ramchandra, our stone heart doesn't melt, right? So we even don't appreciate how wonderful, how merciful is Lord Ramachandra or Lord Krishna, that we are able to see him with our eyes. Ask those people who don't have eyes; they can't see Krishna or Ram in their lifetime. But we have the eyes, but our heart is stone, so we can't appreciate how beautiful is Krishna or Ram. So Ahalya was blessed and she clasped his feet and the tears started flowing from Ahalya's eyes. Ahalya was praying to Ramachandraji. What did Ahalya pray for them? He says, Dhiraju manu kinha prabhu kahu chinha raghupati kripa bhagati pai ati nirmala bhani astutani thani gyan gavya jaya ragurai na nari apavan prabhu jana pavan ravan aripu jana sukhdai Rajiv Bilochana Bhagavaya Mochana Pahi Pahi Saranahi Ai. So here Ahalya is saying this to Ramachandra. What is he saying? That by with the pure heart, Ati Nirbala Bhani, Astuti Thani, Jnana Gamya Jaya Gurai. So she is now with her pure heart, Nirmal heart. Our heart, sometimes what we speak, our heart doesn't want to speak that. Sometimes we are appreciating somebody else, but just to do a bogus appreciation. We don't think from the heart, right? Just lip exercise. We don't say it with the heart. But here, Ahalya is Nirmalabhani. She is saying it with her heart. She is glorifying Lord Ramachandra. What is he saying? Mai nari apavana, prabhu jaga pavana, ravana, ripu jana sukhadai. So she says that I am an impure woman, while the Lord is able to sanctify the whole world, and he is the delight of his servants. O lotus-eyed enemy of Ravana, you read of your devotees of the fear of rebirth. Rajival Bilochana, Bhavabhaya Mochana. So she is saying that you are the enemies of Ravana. Now here, Ramachandra is very young. He has just killed the Tarka, right? And he is not even Sita Mata is not even, Ramachandra is not married to Sita. And here you can see that Ahalya is saying, Ravana Ripu Javasikadai. So you are going to destroy Ravana. How does Ahalya know ahead of time? Ramachandra is not yet married. And now Ahalya is saying in this shloka that you are going to kill Ravana. How is that possible? How is that possible? Because Ahalya was meditating upon Ramachandra for thousands and thousands of years. And when one meditates on Ramachandra's name or Krishna's name for thousands, continuously and repeatedly, the person gets the Shakti, the power of intelligence, and he is able to see the future and the past, everything. And same happened with Valmiki ji. Valmiki ji wrote Ramayana even before Ramayana happened. And same with Ahalya here, that Ahalya is able to see what Ramachandra is going to perform. And that is because Ahalya has continuous meditation upon Ramachandra's name. So here she is saying that Ramachandra, you are bestowing the mercy upon the person like me who is impure and making me deliver. When Ramachandraji delivered her head, they touched Ahalya. Ahalya went back home, back to Godhead actually, back to Ahalya. So she is saying that Rajiv Bilochana Bhavadaya Mochana Pahi Pai Sar Nahi Ai. Says your devotee of you rid your devotees of fear of repeated birth. So when we surrender to Ram, Chandraji and Krishna and we have complete faith in them and we repeatedly chant their holy name, what happens? What is the end result? No evidence of repeated birth in that. So Buli Shra Pajodina Ati Bhavakina Saram Anugrah Maimana देखिए हूँ बड़े लोचन हरि भगवत विवेचन यही बाप शंकर जाना विनति प्रभु मोरी मोहमति बोरी नाथ न मांगू बराना पद कमल पराग रस विरागा मम मन मधु करे पाना. So here Ahalya is further saying to Ramachandraji. She is praying now. You see the Ramachandraji is standing there and Ramachandraji is asking Ahalya to ask something, blessing. Okay, she is praying to Ramachandraji. Ramachandra is blessing Ahalya, and Ramachandra is asking Ahalya, you ask whatever you want. So most of the time when we go to temple, what do we ask to Krishna? Give me some money, job, paisa, ghar, makan, roti, kapda, right? So what is Ahalya asking? Vinati Prabhu Mari Mati Bhori Natha, Na Mango Dara Ana, Pada Kamala Paragara Sadiraga, Mama Manu Madhu Kare Pana. He says, my only desire, Ramachandraji, is that Paraga Rasa Anuraga, as a honey, as a honey, honeybee, Paraga Rasa, it takes away the honey, the insect will go on the lotus and will take away the honey from it. Similarly, she is praying that I am dull-minded and O Prabhu, O Ramachandraji, my only desire is that my mind may ever, always continue to enjoy the love for the dust of your lotus feet. He says, please bless me that my mind always remains focused on your lotus feet and I do not desire anything else, So she says, Muni Shrapajatina Ati Balakina. Says, my husband, Gautam Rishi, whatever the curse he gave me, that was best for me. Sometimes somebody curses you, something bad happens to us, and we feel that God is not helping us, right? Where is Krishna? I am worshipping Krishna, but everything bad is happening. But here Ahalya is saying that Gautam Muni, whatever the shrap, whatever the curse he gave me, Ati Bhala Kina Param Anugraha Maimana, says that curse was the best boon for me. Why? Because if Ahalya would not have been a stone, would she ever see Ramachandra? It was impossible. So sometimes the calamities come, the bad thing happens in our life, they are actually for betterment. Because whenever there is a worst time, we remember God. Many times. When there is happy time, we have a lot of money, a lot of happiness, we never worry about it. Like many of the students, you come to the temple, but I guarantee you, if you get a good job, good money, get married, and you have husband and wife, you won't have a time to come to temple. We have seen those examples. And there's quite a few students, right? And I've seen them, they got a job here in Thunder Bay, and they say we are busy now, we can't come to the temple. That is the lesson. One Prabhuji, he was in Toronto, and he told me that when he was in Toronto, he was studying and he was doing his PhD. Every Sunday he used to go to temple. But now he is moved here, he has a wife and children, and he is now big position in big facility. So he says, I don't have time. Isn't that a bad thing? Is this a curse or a blessing? That you can't go to temple even 5 minutes a week. Curse. Is it the best blessing or a curse? What do you think, Prabhu? What do you think? Curse or blessing? Whenever Krishna wants to take you away from him, He will give you all the material things. He'll say, take this and go away, because he doesn't want you. Krishna will pick the people and he will choose those people and he will give them whatever they need and he will take away whatever they don't need. But when somebody is making a nuisance coming to the temple, he says, okay, take this job and go away. Don't come to the temple. I tell you, this is my experience. When your heart is not clear, Krishna doesn't want you here. He will pick and choose who can come to him. We never like to go to a dirty place, right? Do you ever go to a dirty place? No, if I come to your house is mess. I'll say, okay, thank you for inviting me. I'll come next time. If our heart is not clear, Krishna will not ever like you. And that is what Krishna is looking for in each of the people around us. How pure is your heart? And if your heart is clear, he will invite you. If your heart is not clear, he will say, okay, take whatever you want. Go away. And this is what Ahalya is asking from. Ahalya is saying that you don't give me anything else. Just give me blessing that I will never lose the focus from the dust of your lotus feet. That is the greatest blessing. Kunti Mata is another lady who also prayed to Lord Krishna, that Krishna, let these calamities come again and again and again. When Lord Krishna was leaving from Hastinapur to Dwarka, Mother Kunti went to Krishna and said, when we were in trouble, when Pandavas were being killed, when Mahabharata war was being fought, you were there always with us and you protected us. But now when all things are good, how come you are leaving? Krishna says, I have to leave now. Mother Kunti says, let all the calamities be again come and come. Because when the calamities come, the devotees always remember Krishna. But when the calamities go away, Dukh mein sumiran, sab kare, sukh mein kare na, koi sukh mein sumiran jo kare to, dukh ka ek. So that is the essence of the human life, is to remember Krishna in good times. Bad times, so everybody remembers. But if you can remember him in good times, then that is the blessing. So there is another similar story of Shabari from Lord Ramchandraji's pastime, and it's there in Ramayana and is there in Ramcharitmanas. Beautifully described by Tulsidas Ji in Ramcharitmanas. Anybody knows about Shabari? Shabari? Who was Shabari? Shabari was Bhil. Bhil means the like hunter class. So she was a daughter of a Bhil, and the community is called Shabara community, and that's how the Shabari was named. Now in that Shabara community also there was a king, that like authority, topmost person, and the Shabari was daughter of that topmost person. But Shabari was very kind from her heart from the beginning. When Shabari was and she was like pure vegetarian, even her father was killing the animals. She never liked to see animals being killed. So when her marriage time also, when they were killing animals, she did not like, and so she went away from her house. And she approached ashram of Matanga Muni. Matanga Muni is a great rishi who was doing austerity and tapasya. And all his disciples, they were all doing tapasya. Now, whenever that tapasya and after the sacrifice, they used to go to take the shower to river. There was a river, there was a lake, Pampa Sarovar, lake, big lake. So by that time, when they went to take shower, Shabari used to come and clean up the whole area nicely. And Matanga Muni never knew that, who is coming and cleaning all these things for us. So he was not happy. You know why he was not happy? When somebody is cleaning for you, everything is keeping nice and clean. But Matanga Muni was not happy. Why? Because when you serve some devotee, when I serve you and you are a devotee, actually when I serve you, I take away your bhakti. That is how it is. So that is why serving a devotee, serving a bhakta is very good, because all his bhakti will come to you. So then a devotee will never ask the service from other person actually, because he is afraid of losing his bhakti. But the devotee is always eager to serve another devotee because he wants more bhakti. So Matanga Muni was surprised that who is coming and taking away my bhakti, because somebody is coming and serving you. It is always best to serve devotees. Everybody of us are serving, right? Like you serve in a mall or a shop, or mother is also serving family. We all are serving one or other capacity. The President of America is also serving the nation. Right? Everybody is serving. But serving a bhakta or a devotee is the best thing ever you can do. So Matanga Muni was worried about it, and he decided that I will find out who is taking away my fruits of my bhakti. So then they come to know that Shabari, a girl who is get away from the house, is serving them so nicely. So Matanga Muni made her a disciple, and she lived with all the great sages there, and she heard them very nicely, and she was serving them. Now time came when Matanga Muni was about to leave the planets, leave the body and go back to Golokdham. So at that time, Shabari said, I also want to come with you. I don't want to stay here in your absence, in the Guru's absence. So Matanga Muni said, you have to stay here. Even all my other disciples will go away. But you will have to stay here till Lord Ramachandraji comes here in the Treta Yuga, and you have to feed him. And after feeding him, only you will be able to come to back to home, back to God. So, listening to the instructions of the Guru, Shabari was residing in that ashram next to the Pampa Sarovar, and here Ramachandraji and Lakshmanji are now they are already into the Dandakaranya, and Sita Mata has been abducted, and they are looking for Sita. And at that time, Tulsidaji writes here in the Doha, Tahi Dev Gati Ramodara, Sabari ki Ashram Pavidhara, Sabari Dev ki Ram Griyaye, Muni ke Vachan Samuji Jiye Bhai. So, Kabanda is the one to whom Ramachandraji delivered, and Kabanda told Ramachandraji that you go to Shabari's ashram, and Shabari will tell you further how to find Sita. So when Lord Ramachandraji delivered Kabanda, and Kabanda became Gandharva again, we'll talk about Kabanda's leela sometime when time permits. But then Ramachandraji arrived by the Papa Sarovar lake, and there was this Shabari ashram. The ashram is still there if you go by the Pampa Sarovar, and there the Shabari was there. Now, how many years Shabari waited for Ramachandraji to come? Any idea? 100, 200, 500,000, 60,000 years. It's a long time. Shabari waited for Ramachandraji to come. Sometimes we ask from Krishna, Krishna, please give me this. Mujhe exam mein pass kar dena. And if Krishna doesn't, then what will happen? He became impatient and he said, oh, Krishna doesn't exist. Bhagwan, because bhakti needs a lot of patience. Bhakti results does not come immediately. It may take 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, 1,000 years. Like that. So from Ahalya's example and from Shabari's example also, what we can see, that both of them waited hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years for Ramachandraji to come. So when Ramachandraji, Sabari dekh Ram Griyaye, Muni ke bachan Sanjeev Jiye Bhai. So when Shabari saw Ramachandraji, Shabari has never seen Ramchandra in her pastime, right? And now two men, Ram and Lakshman, with the bow and arrow, they enter and Shabari identifies them. How is that possible? How is that possible? That is the power of bhakti. And when you meditate upon the holy name of Krishna and Rama, you get this intelligence to identify who is God and who is not God. Then you can really identify who are right and who are bogus. Who is trustworthy and who is not. If you continuously meditate upon. And then, Munike Bachana Samujhi Ji Bhai, she recollected her Guru Matanga Rishi's words, that, oh, Ramachandra Ji will come. And now is the time that I will be able to serve who? Ramachandra. How big is the fortune to serve Lord? How big is the fortune? How big is the fortune? You need a tapasya of years and years and years and years of janam, to serve Krishna personally. Like we all are able to serve Shri Radha Rajvatsal and Sita Ram Lakshman Hanumanji in person. And I consider this as the blessing of my many, many lifetimes. It is not that easy. It does not come that easy. Maybe I might have done some tapasya or some austerity or something else or some blessing. Some blessing, that we are able to serve, And maybe her fortune also, somebody's fortune, maybe your fortune, because of you, the Krishna is here, because of her, Krishna is here, or because of somebody else's. Maybe somebody else's work, karma is working, and we are getting the benefit out of it. So, we don't know how we are getting the opportunity to serve them. So, then, Tulsidaji writes, Saraswati Lochana Bahu Pisala, Jata Mukut Sir Urbanamala, Shyama Gaura Sundar Bhai, Shabari Pari, Charanalapatai. So here, Ramachandraji's and Krishna's description, Ramachandraji and Lakshman's description is mentioned here, that their eyes were like a lotus. They had long arms, and their Jata Mukut Sir Urbanamala. They had on their hair, there was no crown, but the jata, hairs were like a crown, tied up like a jata. It was like a crown. And Urbanamala on their, around their neck was the garland. Shyama Gauru Sundar Bhai. So one was dark complexion and another was light complexion. And Shabari Pari Charanalapatai. So Shabari was paying respects to both of them again and again. Somebody was very happy to see Ramchandra. Prema Magana Mukha Bachana Nava, Puni Puni Pada Saroja Sirinava, Sagara Javalai, Charana Pakhare, Puni Sundara Asana, Baithare. So here, somebody became very, very happy. Her heart filled with love, praying, and she bowed down her feet, her head to the lotus feet of Ramachandraji. She took some water and do Parvasevanam, do Charana Pakhare, Puni Sundara Asana Baithare. So, whenever a sage or a holy person comes, sadhu, and this is how we welcome them. We wash their feet first and then give them the asana. Kanda Mula Phala Surasati Rama Kahuvani, Prema Sahita Prabhu Khare, Barambar Bakhani. So here, all of us have heard, Shabari gave the bear to Krishna, Ramchandra. Have you heard this? Shabari gave the bear. How did Shabari give the bear to Ramchandra? So many years. How many years? Thousands and thousands of years. Every day, what Shabari used to do? She used to go, bring the bears, bowl, and every day she used to test. Every day. And then keep the best of them aside. And whatever was like a sour or khatta, she used to throw them away. and the best. And she did this for how many years? 60,000 years, waiting for Ramchandraji to come. And today, Ramchandraji has come, and she has already done her routine schedule, and the bears are ready to be given to Ramchandra. Now, we offer the things to Krishna, we don't test it. But Shabari did it. So can we do it? We say that while cooking, we don't test anything. Right? And then we offer it to Krishna, and then only we taste it as a prasad. So here, Shabari is testing it and then offering it. So can we do similar what Shabari is doing? We even can't think of it, because Shabari has been doing it for continuously for thousands and thousands of years. Every second of her day, she was thinking when Ramchandraji will come. Because she was not given the exact timing when Ram will come. Morning, evening, today, tomorrow, after 1 month. We know Ram is next week, right? Next Saturday, 12 o'clock. Still he don't come. Right? Isn't it? How sad it is. We told everyone that Ram is next Saturday, 12 o'clock. We have Yajna, we have Abhishekam. Please come. But I don't know how many come. But Shabari, any time of the day, morning, evening, day, night, she was never sure when Ramchandraji will come. So every time she was thinking about, oh, my Guru Matam Rishi has told me that Ram will come and he will come. So this is called as faith, Shraddha. This much faith. I don't think we have a single, even a fraction of that faith, right? If we have that much faith as Shabari, then only we can test. If our faith, if our tapasya is not as strong as Shabari, we should never ever test the food which is going to be offered to Krishna. So here, Prema Sahita Prabhu Khaye Barambar Bakhani. So now these fruits are given to Ramachandraji, which are already been tested by Shabari, and Ramachandraji is eating with love. Barambar Bakhani. And then Ramchandra is eating, and while eating he is appreciating. Oh wow, what nice fruit. So when somebody cooks for you, if you appreciate, what happens? The cooks feel so bad. But right? आज का खाना बहुत नमक थोड़ा ज़्यादा है इसमें. Never say that नमक ज़्यादा है. So पानी जोड़ी आगे बढ़ाड़ी थारी प्रभु ही बिलो की प्रीतियति बारी के ही विधि स्तुति करो तुम्हारी अदम जाति में जोड़मति भारी अदम ते अदम अदम जति नारी तीनों महों में मतिमंद अघारी. So here now Shabari is glorifying Ramachandraji. What Shabari is saying to Ramachandraji? She is saying with her folded hands. When we come to Krishna or Ramachandraji, when we go to temple, we all fold our hand and what do? We ask for something. Right? But from Shabari's example and Ahalya's example, what they did, as soon as they saw Ramachandraji, they started glorifying how beautiful they are looking. So when we come to temple and we see beautiful face, why do we dress them so nicely? Because when a devotee comes, they feel attached to it. That's the idea of dressing them so nicely. That when we see Ram and Krishna, our eyes or our mind should get attached to the beauty of the Krishna. And that is why we all try our best to dress them as nicely as possible, so that whenever any bhakta, any devotee will come to see Krishna, they should appreciate the Ram and Krishna, not the dressing, but appreciating the Lord. So when we see Krishna and Ramachandraji, we should say, oh Krishna, you are dressed so nicely in this blue color dress. You are looking so beautiful. You are holding the flute so nicely. Your dress is, your mullet is very nice. Everything is looking nice. The garland is looking nice. That is what Shabari is doing here. Ahalya Shabari is doing so really. Folding her hands, she stood before him And as she gazed upon the Lord, her love grew up more and more and more intense. And she saying, how can I extol you, lowest in the descent and the dullest of the wit as I am? So she says, Adam Adam te atima atinari tina mahe matimanda ghari. Says, I am very dull and I am fallen, but still you have given darshan to me. So I am really, really blessed. कह रघुपति सुनो भामिनी बाता मन मानव एक भगति करनाता जाति पाति कुल धर्म बढ़ाई धन बल परिजन गुण चतुराई भगति हीन नर सो ही कैसा बिनु जल बारिद देखी जैसा. So here this is very nice. Ramachandra is saying now to Shabari. So Shabari had said, Shabari said, I am fallen, I am dull, I have no qualification, still you have blessed me. I am fallen because Shabari was from a Shabra community, which is the lowest of the lowest community, hunter class, 4th class. So Shabari is saying, I am from that class and still you, my beloved Lord, have come and blessed me. So what Ramchandra is saying, Kaha Raghupati Suno Bhavini. Bhavini means lady, honest or humble lady or nice lady. Mano ek bhagati karanata. He says, my only relation to any person around me is bhakti or devotion, devotee. Jati pati kul dharma badai, dhan bala parijana gun chaturai. He says that people, despite their jati pati, despite their caste, kul, kinship, dharma, lineage, piety, reputation, wealth, physical strength, numerical strength of his family, accomplishment and ability, a man who is devoid of devotion, of bhakti, he looks as lusterless as a cloud without water. So if you have everything, what you have, if you have a birth in a very nice family, if you have a lot of money, if you have a lot of reputation, if you have a lot of strength, if you have a good accomplishment, people are praising you, people are praising you for nice things you have done in your life. But Ramachandra is saying, Bhagati hina narasori kaisa. He says the person is of no use, or he is a nar kaisa. He is not a human being. He is just like an animal. He says, Bino jala bhavina dekhi jaisa. So that person is exactly like a cloud without water. So if there is no bhakti in our life, then as per Ramachandra's instruction, that life is as good as animal's life. So we'll pause here, and then next part of the conversation between Shabari and Ramachandra, Ramachandra is instructing Shabari about 9 steps of bhakti. And very nicely explained here, Navada Bhakti, 9 process of devotional service, that how to do bhakti. And that we will do when we have time next time. Okay. So here, you can see from Shabari's pastime and Ahalya's pastime, which we talked today, that what Lord Ramachandra ji or Lord Krishna appreciates in us is not our degree, not our qualification, not how big or how rich we are, or how poor we are, or whether we are learned. Shabari and Ahalya both were never went to any university, right? They were not learned people. They were just simple women. Sometimes in our society also, and we will tell you more about it, that people don't consider women as a respectable person. So it's still there. People don't respect women.
Still there, and you won't believe 80% people do that. 80%.
But here Ramachandra ji is saying that he can bless anyone. He does not consider male or female as a discrimination. What is the thing he counts? It is the devotion, the bhakti, how pure you are in your heart. And most of the time, if you see the devotees of Lord, most of them, including Radharani, Mother Kunti, Ahalya, Shabari, Yashoda Maya,
Gopi.
Devaki Mata, Gopis, all of them are women. And best of the best devotees of the planet are women. Mirabai, you can say. Why? Because women are always pure from their heart. Many of the times. They don't have anything to hide. So here Ramchandra is saying that he does not discriminate whether you are male or female. He does not. He does not discriminate whether you are poor or rich. He does not discriminate whether you are insect or a human. What he is looking for? And that's why he made bundles, monkeys as his devotees. All the monkeys were the devotees. Ramchandra's friends were monkeys, right? And Bhalus, bears. Isn't it? And so with Krishna's friends. Krishna's friends were also monkeys. So he does not discriminate cows, Who is the most beloved to Krishna? Cow, Gopal. So Krishna or Ramchandra does not discriminate whether you are a human or animal, male or female. This is all external. What he is looking for is bhakti, the love, the real love. The real love is love without
Unconditional.
any selfishness. Unconditional. Just service. So thank you so much for your kind attention. Any questions? Any questions, Prabhu? No questions? So we are thankful to everyone for coming and participating in today's Sunday Fish program. We are thankful to our dear Prabhu. He is all in one. Really all in one. I tell you. He is the one who looks after the cooking every week. He is the one who is sponsoring today's feast. And he is the one who has cooked today's feast. And he is the one who is going to serve today's feast. And he is the one who is going to wash the pot.
He already did that.
He is already done. So he is really all in one. And this is the example of a selfless devotee. So that's a and as it is said that the best way to be happy is to serve others. Because when you are serving, you are taking away whatever the good others have done, he is taking away from everyone. So now we serve him, so he will get it back. Because I tell you, every Sunday, this Prabhuji comes and cooks. And he makes sure that somebody is here for cooking. And if he is not there, he will come. And I tell you, whatever the bhakti, you might have little bhakti, he is getting all fruits of your bhakti. You won't believe it, but he will be the most happy person. After 20 years, or whatever the time frame Krishna has posed for him, this Prabhuji will be the most happy person. I tell you. Because he is taking away everybody's bhakti. So now we have to serve him and take what? Bhakti back. So thank you so much. And we'll go downstairs and cut cake for Prabhuji's birthday. He appeared on this planet 24 years, 23 years back. 23 years back on 24th of March. An auspicious day is coming within but we are celebrating ahead of time so that we can get some blessing out of his appearance. So let's cut a cake cutting ceremony downstairs. Thank you. Hari. Sorry. We'll have a prasadam to us. I'm sorry. Yes, very good.
Mahaprasade Govind.
Mahaprasade Govinde Namo Brahmane Vaishnave Swarpa Punya Vataryajan Vishwasone Vajayate Sharira Vidyaja Jagati Yoka Heka Jiva Punya Visho Sagare Paramati Jivati Lingamaya Srimati Pati Jita Kadima Sansari Krishna Murana Kuri Bala Jivaja Swabasari Madhura Soyanamritapai Radha Krishna Guru Gao Premida Kochitanitai Jainimai Jaitai Ki Jai Mahaprasad Ki Jai. Thank you so much for those for coming. Hare Krishna. So we will meet here for the Aarti at 7:05. Thank you. Hare Krishna.